Hey, welcome back to Danford Golf. Today we're going to split your body into two pieces to help you really understand where the club should be moving and just make the swing a whole lot easier. But before we get started, we appreciate when you guys give us a thumbs up. It helps grow our channel, helps more people see our videos. And then as always, we appreciate when you subscribe and of course hit that bell button so you can see the videos that we have coming out in the future. So today's video, we split your body into two different zones, all right? We're gonna call it a steep zone and a shallow zone, all right? Or you can call it up front or in back, all right? We're not talking about splitting your body straight down the middle this way, all right? There can probably be a video done on that, but that's not what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about basically splitting your body in half, going up from the middle front of your ankle through your kneecap, right up through your shoulders. So just if you're standing straight up and down, okay? And what we're gonna do is, this is where a lot of us get in trouble, all right, is we don't know exactly where the club should be moving, but hopefully this helps you, give you a nice visual of make things a little bit easier. So we get into our good posture, all right? So same idea, split your body up and down in half, right? And we want you to do this. So I always go through positions, all right? So our setup is position 1. Position 2 is when the club becomes parallel with the ground, all right? So right there it's parallel with the ground, is still in front, all right? The front part of my body, or the steep, whatever you want to call it, side, all right? And then position 3 is when the left arm becomes parallel with the ground, all right? And it is still in the front zone of our body, all right? We want to keep it always in front. All right, once it becomes inside, all right, we usually see the arms push across the body, the club face shuts, all right, and then arms really collapse here, we lose a lot of power, and then we create space by coming here, all right? So I want you to feel like you keep your hands and everything in front. Now there's a correct way to do it, and the incorrect way to do it as always, all right? So don't just kind of cheat and lift your arms away. It might even be better than coming back here inside, but for the time with this video, we want you 2, 3 to stay in front, all right? And finally, your hands get to go into the deep or the shallow part is when it gets to 4, all right? So 4 is when your club is now parallel to the ground on top, all right? So it finally got behind my body, okay? So that's how long that club needs to stay out in front of you for you to be a good ball striker, right? And then of course, if you really want to be a good ball striker, what do we do on the downswing? Where does it go? Which zone should it go into? Okay, so we're on top, all right, comes back down to 3, all right, it's back in front of me, right? Okay, just like how I took it back, it almost matches that position. You have to be careful where the club is. The club is still behind, but the hands are still in front. All right, now when I get to 2, all right, it gets back in front of me finally, and then back into impact. Of course, it stays still in front of me, okay? You can still be successful if you get to the top, all right, and you stay in zone, the deep zone, or behind you for a while. You can still be successful that way. It's going to be hard to be successful if your first move comes straight out in front of you, okay? If it gets into the steep zone, the zone in front, right? So when you go out and work on this, all right, you can take a pool noodle, you can do whatever you want. You can probably set up some sort of little device to help you with this, all right? But just understand where that club needs to go to help you be the most successful, all right? It doesn't get deep until 4. It doesn't help if you do it right away in number 2. Right? Because then your body's going to search for space, and that's when we always struggle with those players who tend to come over the top, tend to be steep, right? So visualize where that club needs to go, all right? Keep it in front of you in the backswing, deep, zone 2, or finally at the very top, and then try to keep it in that zone behind you, all right? So this is a very simple way for you to understand where the club should go in your golf swing, all right? I hope this kind of helps you. And it gives you a different visualization of where that club should be moving to help you hit the ball better.